Now student, we are going to discuss question number 6.2, and in this question it is given to you, use Lenz law to determine the direction of induced current in situation as shown in a figure. Clear? Now we can say in part number A it is given to you a wire of irregular shape. We have this irregular shape wire, it is turning into a circular shape. Now listen carefully. Now you can say, actually we know basic concept is very clear in our mind. Whenever there is some change in a magnetic flux is to be taking place, clear, at the time I can say induced EMF is developed due to Faraday's law of electromagnetic induction, and induced current is developed if circuit is closed, clear. Now you can say, if I am talking about flux, this is given by B dot A, clear, and from here we can say this is equal to BA cos theta, where theta is angle between magnetic field and area vector, clear. So my important conclusion is here, if we are talking about change in magnetic flux, it may take place due to these three things, clear. Let's suppose we are taking here variable magnetic field, clear. Let's suppose you can see in an part number A or in diagram number A, we can see magnetic field is perpendicular inward direction. So it is already given here in this question. If nothing is given, it means we are assuming this magnetic field is uniform magnetic field, but magnetic flux may change whenever there is a non-uniform magnetic field is there, clear. So it may be possibility. We have another possibility when magnetic flux changes taking place, when we can say this area of this loop is changing. So you can say in this question area is changing, clear. So whenever there is some change in area, we will find this phi changes. Or there is one more possibility, that orientation of this loop it may be changed. Let's suppose at this time we have a circular loop like this, clear, and let's suppose we are rotating this circular loop about its vertical diameter. So let's suppose this one, and you are actually rotating it like this. So at that time I can say the magnetic flux that is linked with a particular area, that also changes, clear. So it means I can say this magnetic flux may vary from three factors. Number one B, second one is A, and third one we can say angle between B and A, clear. So in this question area vector is changing, clear to you. Now listen carefully. In part number A it is given this irregular shape is changing into a circular loop, clear. Circular loop means I can say this one, clear. Now you can see, if we are talking about area, clear, if I am talking about area for part number A, this area increases, clear. We are saying that we are not changing orientation, means I can say this area is perpendicular to magnetic field, and magnetic field we are also assuming uniform. It means I can say if area increases, I can say phi increases, clear. Whenever phi increases, we can see induced EMF that is developed here, induced EMF that is also increases because phi is increasing, clear. When induced EMF increases, I can say induced current that is produced like this, it will try to oppose this coach, clear. So now you can say, because area is increasing, flux is increasing, more magnetic field lines is going perpendicular inward direction, so current will be developed, or induced current will be developed like this, it will oppose this coach, clear. So we can say in this irregular shape, when it changes to this circular loop, I can say current will flow like this, clear. Let's suppose I am taking here, this is A, this one is D, this one is C, and let's suppose this is B. So current is flowing like this, clear. Why? Because if you curl your finger like this, here thumb will indicate direction of magnetic field, clear. So direction of magnetic field due to this induced current in a perpendicular outward direction, but actually magnetic field is perpendicular inward direction. So this induced current is actually opposing this magnetic field lines, clear. So I can say here definitely direction of current, this is equal to A, D, C and B, clear. A, D, C and B, clear. Now if we talk about part number B, in part number B it is given a circular loop being deformed into a narrow straight wire. Now you can say this is initial position, it is given to you, clear, and after this initial position I can say this is converting into a narrow wire. Narrow wire means I can say this one like this, this is narrow wire, clear. Now you can say from here we can say this area is decreasing, clear. Concept is very simple, area is decreasing, So when area is decreasing, it means I can say flux decreasing. Area is decreasing, flux is decreasing. When flux is decreasing, it means I can say induced current will be developed like this, that it will try to increase magnetic flux. Clear? It means now you can say here magnetic field lines is perpendicular outward direction. These dots represent magnetic field perpendicular outward. Clear? And when we can say this magnetic flux is actually decreasing when area is decreasing, it means now current will be developed like this, it will try to increase this magnetic field. So now you can say when this magnetic field will be increased by this induced current, when I can if I curl my finger like this, clear? If I curl my finger like this, thumb indicate direction of magnetic field, clear? So you can say this is A dash, D dash, C dash, B dash. So definitely direction of induced current will be like this, clear? So for part number B, I can say direction is given by A dash, D dash, C dash and B dash. Clear to everyone? So like this you can find here direction of induced current, clear?